My dad is from Silas Solomon. He's from Kitchenstock. That is no longer a village. And they were left to bury their own family. And he ended up at 13 or 14 years old raising his sister and walking from Kitchenstock to Mansfield.
Well, my mom, I remember her telling me a long time ago that her and her sister Alice was the only survivor. They helped bury. When they got sick, they helped the people with get wood and stuff, and even helped bury them in shallow graves years ago.
My mom said that her and my dad were the last of anyone who had the strength to dig holes and bury people. And that is why there's one little mass grave there that, you remember, that had 5 people in it. That's 3 of my siblings and her mother and dad in that grave. And that was the last thing that her and my dad did. And they said they wanted to get us out of the village before they lost any one of us.
My grandma gone first. After that, grandpa all the way down. They're sick one at a time. They're gone with that disease because there's no doctor over there, no nurse, no nothing. And just us and a few old grandma and grandpa in the village. So they can, even if they want to go get doctor, how they going to get doctor? There's no way. There's no boat, no motor. There's no money to get in a plane. They don't know about those stuff. So that's why old people gone. And my mother, Ellen Demet, she bring us. She took us away from over there. We stalked him, and on the way, my little puppy gone because we walked from Hilly Lake to Big Kersal, and we ran out of food to have a time, and that's why we left today. If we over there, we probably gonna be gone too.
I know that the bottom line was to get those of us that were healthy enough out of the village. And like I think I said earlier, the first place we lived was in Big Kersal, in that camp across the way, and that's where Alex Joe died. And then from there, we found Little Gersel, or they found Little Gersel, and that's where they built homes.
I was growing up, I didn't have any kids to play with, so climb up the tree is my play. I climb up the tree, I sit way up there. My dad and mom always tell me, get down. But I said, no, I sit up there. I look around, all the way around, see if I see any animal from way on top of the tree. From Hilly Lake, we walk to Big Kersal. But when we get to Big Kersal, we ran out of our food. We didn't have any more food. No meat, no fish, no fat, no nothing.
They didn't have any food, so they had to walk. They received help from the village of Mansfield for shelter and food. There were well over 300 people to begin with. And like I said, at the end there was very few. Bad remembers 5 people.
When the village was sick, they took their kids and left the village and lived out in the woods for a while to get away from that tuberculosis.
And when people get sick, people go out in the woods to look for old spruce tree. Old spruce tree get some kind of old gum. Just like you go store, you buy gum and chew on gum. They find old gum on a tree, and if you get clean can, you put all whatever you take it out from the tree, you put it in a can, and you cook it. You cook it, and when you finish cook it, that's just like you say nice tea. They boil it. They use that to put it on people's body. And that Indian medicine helped lots.
When I was about 2 or 3 years old, I think I got it. And I ended up in the hospital. I stayed there for about 3 months and got healed up and went back home. And that's why how I talk. Nobody can come see you or, until they get better. Like I say, I have to be in the hospital before I go back home. The same way. And you don't have to spread around your sickness, to another people. Yeah. So Mom and Dad used to tell us you can't go nowhere until you get over your sick.
Our people weren't aware of what kind of sickness had arisen. They didn't even know the name of that illness. They were using steam baths and they don't go house to house, they stay one place. They stay one place. And that if somebody is ill, the one that aren't ill, they prepare wood for them. They just take care of all the basic things that you have to do for yourself to live.
When it's windy outside, we were told that we couldn't play outside because sicknesses are airborne. I don't know the reason for it, but we accepted that as something that we shouldn't do.
I think that's where we learn cleanliness and sanitation, not to waste anything and keep everything clean. Put it back when you're done with it.
Nobody ever used water that sat overnight for drinking either. It was used to wash dishes or whatever, wash clothes or wash your hair, but you always had to have fresh water the very next day. So they knew that, I'm sure that there might be harmful effects from water that sat overnight.
Back in those days, there's no therapy or counseling or anything like that, and yet our family survived, and I think part of that is because they were unified, in many different ways and helped each other and the care that everyone had,
We have to adapt. We have to take on the Western society for what it has to offer us. Take the good from it to make your life successful, but never, never lose sight of where you come from and your culture and your tradition. That is what makes you.
I really believe in vaccination. As a TB survivor, as all the other illnesses that I have survived, I really believe that, and in modern medication, vaccination, when it's available, take it.
So I try those people that don't get those vaccinated, I try to tell them, do it. It don't hurt me, I tell them.
like I said, we owe it to others, you know, to protect not only ourselves, but other people. And for myself, the pandemic has really hit home for me because I've lost my oldest brother to tuberculosis, my youngest sister to measles, and unfortunately during that time there was no vaccine or any health officials, hospitals, or anything. So another reason why I've taken the vaccine myself. I've taken that chance, you know, and also because I think about my family and I care for them and also care for other people.
And we're glad that we lived when we did, and where we are today, because today offers us what our parents didn't have. So I think we you know, we're all thankful for the shots and preventative things that we, you know, that are offered to us today. It's not just the select few who gets to get it, right?
Nishkatsanulta.
Nishkatsanulta. We need to take care of each other. And that's our way of our people, our years, you know, taking care of each other in the village, you know.